it's an honor to be here. This is my second time at the TEDx platform. The first time I went to Gurgaon at Amity International Business School to give my TED talk, and today this feels extremely special because this is my home ground, and Kolkata te dariye TED talk দিচ্ছি এটা একটা খুব আনন্দের বিষয়. So yeah, coming to the main point, before going to the body of the text, I would like to give you a little essence of whatever I'm going to talk about in this particular speech, because it's not focused on my journey and my individual journey, I would say. Rather, the essence of this speech is all about realizing that it's true that I'm a creator. I compose, I write songs, I make music. I'm a creator of works of art. But when you get a cosmic view, when you take a step back, in the larger scheme of things, a deep realization at this stage in my life, which is penetrating me gradually, is the fact that it's a larger fact that I may be the creator of work of art, different works of art, but I am a work of art in the larger scheme of things. We are all works of art. So that is the essence. Moving forward in the speech, the name of today's speech is Wilderness to Civilization and Back. I dedicate this speech today to all those driven boys and girls who want to prove to the world that they are worth it. Be greedy to make your dreams come true. Important. Set goals, break them down into small steps and start moving. Important. Do not wait for opportunities to come to your doorstep. Very, very important. I can totally relate to this third one because I did the same thing. Primarily in my career, most people still know me as a singer, but since the last 6-7 years, I have been exploring a creative side to me, which is making my own independent compositions, which I am totally enjoying. It gives me a lot of satisfaction. So initially I was skeptical, but thanks to my parents and some supportive forces in my life that I've had, I've been very lucky to have them in my life who inspired me that I should also have a parallel journey as an independent music maker, and not just, instead of just being a singer, which obviously I've been doing and I enjoy doing. So that reiterates my third point, which is do not wait for opportunities to come to your doorstep. Very, very important. So I wouldn't have become a lyricist and a composer if I waited. So at times, you must be the one creating jobs for yourself and for others. It is very, very empowering. Anyway, getting back to the point, we are now living in a world which is constantly endorsing the idea of rat race, competition, victory and continued success. And we are buying it, totally, aren't we? And why? Because we want it. We want all of it. Being ambitious is an attractive quality. I am an ambitious girl myself, so it is an attractive quality, but just think where these dreams and ambitions are coming from. What exactly is the epicenter? Just for a moment, just think about it. So asking questions should be a regime if we are to grow in a true sense. To put this very romantically, we can say that they are your heart's wishes. Or to put it in simple terms, logically, we can say that our minds create a chain of thoughts based on our understanding of who we are, our interests, our talents and other abilities. As simple as that. So it is we who desire and visualize becoming somebody significant and doing remarkable things in this lifetime. We create these thoughts and go out in the world to achieve what we have thought of, to turn this into our reality. But while running in this never-ending competition, what most of us forget is that they are a vital part of our being, not our entire life. We must never let anything devour us and threaten our very existence. Till now, I was talking only about our individual dreams. But now let us know and understand the concept in a larger scheme of things. A few years ago, I read a very interesting book called the Sapiens, A Brief History of Mankind by Yuval Noah Harari. I strongly recommend it, guys. It's a great one. So the book covers how we came into existence, how we survived, how we killed our subspecies, then started killing other animals, taking away their habitat. We hunted, fed ourselves, and survived in the untamed environment. That is praiseworthy though. But soon, we started populating way more than others. To feed that population, we started chopping off forest cover, destroying nature. From our ancient version, we moved towards updation. And that updation is what we call civilization, wherein communication got sophisticated by language, hunger was taken care of by agriculture instead of hunting. Growing food like this required the evil intervention of cutting trees for agricultural activities, because agricultural activities obviously need large amounts of land. Cultures came into play gradually, religion happened, and with that, our gods came to comfort us in our psychological realm. Instead of worshipping the beautiful, fierce version of God that is Mother Nature and all its forces, we started looking for gods in consecrated places. What a contradiction. The species who came at the peak of revolution, who used reason to reach where they have, also indulged into blind faiths and superstitions. States, countries, and borders were formed eventually. We saw monarchy, invasion, conquests, and so much that a lifetime will probably not be enough to talk about it. Monarchy came, giving way to dynasties of rulers and confluence of cultures. We saw its benefits and its flip side too. Anyway, it is now that we have realized that even democracy is not foolproof. I hope you can understand why. No matter what the real system is, if there are impurities in the intent of our leaders, exploitation is inevitable. Industrial revolution also happened after this. This created jobs, employment for our ever-growing population, but the abuse of nature went to a whole new level. Science and technology followed. A section of human beings were in pursuit of knowledge in these fields. So to summarize this journey, from merely a creature in this planet to the most powerful one trying to distort that same planet which allows us to exist. This is good or bad? I will leave that open for debate and subjective opinions, as there is no progress without contraries. Once our brains proved that we are capable of much more than other species in the animal kingdom, we declared ourselves superior. And with this false pride came the audacity to think that we can do whatever we want. We thought that this is normal. We redefined normal. It is high time that we get back to its original definition. So, mankind's everlasting urge for growth, betterment, expansion, and search for futuristic ideas has led us to this present day. Now, my question is, what is the point of this superiority? We clearly do not understand that everything has a saturation point. Even growth and development has a tipping point. We may have acquired intelligence, achieved marvels, but wisdom looks like a faraway destination. Example, a small example will help you understand this. A mountain stream that flows through a forest, all inhabitants of the forest, starting from the tiger to the frogs, drink water from that same stream. This is actually very personal because I also drank from one of such mountain streams during one of my trekking experiences in the hills. So the freshness is just unbelievable. So if you ever go trekking, just try it. The moment that river, that same river, crosses a village, the water becomes poisonous. So who is more intelligent? We or the other species in the animal kingdom? That's my question. The one that is existing as a part of nature, or the one that is raping nature, thinking that they have the authority to do it? It is debatable, right? What happens to the character Lemuel Gulliver in Jonathan Swift's savage satire Gulliver's Travels? After he finishes his exploration, the same happened with me after reading this book, Sapiens. Because Gulliver, in Gulliver's Travels, he starts with a lot of pride for human achievements, and after his journey is done, he gets stripped of that pride as a human. So that same happened with me after I read this book, Sapiens. It has been really eye-opening. I understood that it is super important to strive, definitely, and keep at it. But it is even more important to respect our constitution. We are made up of the elements of nature. Once we start becoming greedy for growth, the equation gets balanced from somewhere else. Example, we invented plastic and pollution. The planet gifted us cancer. We chopped off greenery for construction to accommodate the excess population. The planet is showing signs of illness through global warming. We overuse the internet, cyber crimes started happening. We took overload of information. Mental illnesses are born and are increasing every day, every moment. Patience and attention spans are reducing to such an extent that I don't even feel like making a 4-minute long song because of the 30-second culture social media has brought in. Loads of my senior composers and artist colleagues share the same grievance, unfortunately. But when I started my career, I only worked and came home. But now I work, then I have to post about it and let people know almost every day. Otherwise, our PR teams tell us that we are lagging behind. So in this constant struggle to stay afloat in this monstrous pool of the web world, what are we losing? Are we even losing anything? So it's a very important question. For that, we need to take our minds off the mobile phone and just think a little bit. So what are we losing? So my answer would be a sense of space, time to sit idle, enjoy relationships, travel with an open mind, and being blissful without an agenda, and taking a to-do list all the time. For a musician who is here for the love of this craft, it is a profound realization I had at this stage in my life that true work of art can happen only when the environment of the artist is conducive to creation. It is important to dream, but it is also important to understand the context of that dream. If we don't respect that, the downfall won't be visible apparently, but it will surface in no time. I am a go-getter myself, and don't confuse this with an endorsement of laziness, not at all. Establish yourself, work hard, be independent in all aspects, and keep trying in all your endeavors. I wish you all the success. But all I'm saying is that we have to look around and inwards also, dive deep inwards, to pause and see what a mess we are making out of our minds, bodies, souls, and our beautiful earth. The trophies and awards in my shelf are of no use if I do not have clean air to breathe, pure water to drink, green grass to walk on. Let our dreams be more holistic. Don't confine them. Do not confine them to just your work and career. Dream big. Dream of getting back the beauty our planet originally had. Let's make Earth the way it was once upon a time. Two choices we have digging our own grave by inviting more viruses like COVID, or living a life of premium quality, of great satisfaction and eternal bliss. Choice is ours. We have to choose wisely. So redefining normal is the theme though today, but I hope my TED Talk today will evoke a sense of contemplation that getting back to the original definition of normal is probably the need of the hour. Thank you. God bless.